Welcome to The Parlor, a weekly fireside chat about your favorite television programs. I am one of your hosts, Dane, and I also host the podcast Live and Active Pop Culture.
My name is Seth, also known as Moose2006. I run the YouTube channel Moose2006 LP.
Today we are going to continue our discussion of American Horror Story Roanoke with Chapter 8.
Chapter 8, that's where I come in. Chapter 8
your job?
is directed by Gwyneth Horder Payton and written by Todd Kubrick.
Per usual, we're going to be spoiling the episode, and at this point, we're deep into the season, so if you don't want to hear spoilers about this episode, go back. If you're new to the podcast, go back to where you started watching the show, and if you just haven't watched the show yet, make sure you watch the episode before you listen, because we're going to break down all the events. So.
Yeah. And we're possibly 2 episodes away from
I think
end.
we are officially 2 episodes away. We're officially at a 2-episode season. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you want to do 1 minute recap?
Yeah.
To start this off?
I think so.
Okay. I did not have my timer ready. And
maybe.
Come on.
At some
phone.
point, we're going to... Phones are breaking as we speak.
Okay, and go.
Okay, so this episode, we're essentially following 3 groups of people. So we've got Lee with the one of the weird Polks who's skinning her a little bit and eating her and is torturing her. Eventually, I'm just going to go through each one. So eventually, she seduces him and then ends up killing him. We've also got Audrey and Monet, who are being held by the other Polks. The other Polks are trying to get teeth, so they pull teeth out of Audrey's mouth
30.
and out of... they try to out of Monet's mouth. She's able to get away. She runs away. Monet is, but Audrey's there. Eventually, Lee breaks free and frees Audrey, and they go out into back to the house where they find Matt. The other group is Dominic and Shelby. Dominic and Shelby. Shelby is really remorseful about killing Matt. She kills herself. Then Lee and Audrey come back. They lock Dominic out in the main thing, and he gets killed by Piggy Man. Also, Lee admits to killing Mason.
No, you got to stop now. 1 second over.
Also, the Chens.
There's no
creepy.
alsos. Oh my gosh,
I thought you
that
would
was
be.
the worst.
I figured you would hate that. Love it.
So that's
like creepy, like a creepy love.
Oh yeah, that's when we were talking about that spider girl.
It was real.
That was one of the Chens, right?
Yeah, the Chens.
I never even connected that.
Why are they like
that?
They move that? I like that. I don't know.
Did we ever find out how they died?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I don't think so.
I thought maybe it was something to do with that, or it's just
I don't know.
Ryan Murphy wanting them to be scary,
like the rain
and they
spider.
are.
They really, I mean, very creepy.
The way they move
very
is
weird.
just terrifying. Oh gosh, yeah, that's the plot.
I mean, pretty much
that's the story.
That's the main story. Yeah.
I have a few things.
Okay. We'll get into your list.
One thing I really like about this season and this show in general, this season, is that when the episode starts, it always starts right where it left off last time. Like there's no break.
And there's also no like weird flashbacks or anything that we're not expecting. Like there's unexpectedness, but it's not it's not like okay, we've just they've just shot the Countess, and then the next episode we open with
she's fine.
We open with she's fine, and like we don't know when it is, or we open on the vampire mom who's like the doctor. Like it's just like show us what we want to see.
Yeah,
like we want to keep going. We're watching this story happening,
and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like I mean, the same scene. We just
I honestly think this is the strongest season of the show. Like this is such a good season.
I think so.
I'm loving it. Like,
I still need to rewatch season 1. I'm going to wait till we're done with this one.
Sure.
But yeah, this is
it's so good. It's scary. It's ticking a lot of boxes for me that I'm like really enjoying.
Yeah.
I hope they don't use the torch wielders as their cult season, quote unquote. I want them to do a full creepy.
Yeah,
like,
I doubt it.
I want them to do that. It's not really.
Like,
it's not really. I want them to do something like that, and I think at some point they might. But we've got Deliverance, we've got Blair Witch, we've got Paranormal Activity, we've got it all. Like it's great. Yeah. It's really good.
It is. And then starting right where they leave off also goes along with the whole Blair Witch thing, and it's just it's their recorded footage, not a produced footage.
Yep.
It's really strong.
In this episode, I feel like they've played that up a lot more.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the found footage aspect.
Oh, yeah.
It felt really Blair Witchy, really good.
There were times where specifically the Polks chasing Monet, they were using like flip phones, kind of older phones, and the footage from their phones were super low resolution. Just really added to that.
And so the one thing is the Polks. So last week we asked the question about how the stuff in the Polks barn is being recorded, and it seems like because of their weed crop, they have some like security cameras, basically. So that makes sense. And then the one Polk, the excuse is he likes to film everything.
Yeah, they sort of contrived that.
I felt like that was contrived.
It was.
But the other two...
No, all of them do.
All of them love to film
even the
stuff.
father was like, make sure you get this on camera when I get her. And it's just contrived so that they have it.
Yeah, it's something about...
Which is fine.
They like to film, which is weird. I mean, I guess it's fine. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's
I don't know. Well, he mentioned he likes to watch it later. So it's kind of like a...
Well, the one guy does, yeah. So that guy, I feel like this is going to blow your mind. And maybe not, but it blew my mind when I figured it out. Verdict is that guy who was with Lee was Finn Whitrock.
Yeah, it is.
You
mentioned that last week.
But I couldn't figure out if it was him this time. Last week we got a good close-up of his face. This week I was like,
this is the week I was able to like
really
recognize it because I knew to look for it.
Well, I was like looking for it and I was like, man, they really made him look different. Like they really, I mean, he's like a good-looking guy. They made him look crazy.
Yeah.
Like very, very bad.
Yeah, the makeup was very well done.
Yeah, it was really. It actually really was very. Good.
Okay, we got a little backstory of. Okay, so I think not Kincaid. The Polk who's with Lee.
I don't remember
the one who is Finn
I didn't
Whitrock.
catch the Polk names. I had trouble with those.
He's talking about Kincaid Polk, who was Piggy Man. He keeps calling him Piggy Man.
That's one way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
That's an old relative.
Yeah,
Kincaid
he
Polk.
Kind of got this idea from...
It's a gorgeous name.
Yeah, it's great. He got this idea from the others, which is what they call the butcher and
those
crew.
Guys. Yep.
And took these pigs up to the slaughterhouse and then would put on a pig's head and kill people.
Yep.
Do we think that that's the Pig Man? Or...
Okay, I think there might be two Piggy Mans.
Oh.
But no. Probably not. Not the one that's killing everybody. That has to be the one that is that the butcher killed, right? Because that person would have died under the blood moon. That's why they're a ghost. That's why they're there.
So that's
we don't know anything about Kincaid Polk when he would have died. He probably didn't die under the blood moon.
No.
May have been like just a murderer.
Okay.
Because remember so I feel like that's a callback to season 1. Remember the guy... Eric Stone Street. Actually, if there's a special guest appearance from the guy from Modern Family. Do you remember him? He's one of
not really.
He's one of Dr. Harmon's patients.
Okay,
psychiatric patient who's scared of the Piggy Man. Oh. Remember that? And he's like goes in the bathroom and he's like Piggy Man, Piggy Man, Piggy Man.
Yes.
And then the Piggy Man kills him.
Yes.
And so I think that Piggy Man
was Kincaid.
Is Kincaid Polk, who is inspired by the butcher. So we've got like a very subtle connection to season 1.
So whoever this Pig Man is,
this is the one the butcher killed. I think so.
Okay, that's
I think
great.
this is the old Butcher Man one.
That is a great connection between...
Do you think that makes sense?
Yes, I think that's absolutely...
Because that's the kind of connections we need.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to talk about a connection upcoming, like a forthcoming connection at the end that I'm not happy about. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not in this season, but it's like for a future.
Okay, we find out a really big reveal for Lee.
Now, I want to talk about this.
I think I was wrong.
I was too. I didn't think she did it.
I thought she did it, but it was under the influence of
the
blood moon of the butcher. Turns out.
Okay. She confesses to the murder of Mason and she specifically says, I did it alone.
Mm-hmm.
And that she's responsible. She didn't want him to take her away from him. Now, there's a theory online that I also came to this theory.
Okay.
I don't think she did it.
She just wants Flora to be at peace? Or?
Do you know who I think did it? I think Flora did it. I think Flora did it.
Because then she wouldn't be trying to get the tape.
Yes, she would. Okay.
Oh, because she's
alive.
Oh, yeah.
So I think Flora did it. Okay. I think this is a great theory, and the Redditor pointed this out, and I was like coming to this same theory myself. I think Flora and Priscilla or some of the other ghosts did it together. Lee witnessed it and and afterwards Flora got taken away or she couldn't get to her or something. And she wants Flora to be safe. So she wants Flora to be innocent and safe. So she confesses to the murder when she thinks she's going to get killed. So if she gets killed, the tape gets found, Flora's off the hook. She says something specific about Flora fly away or fly up or move up or something. And I feel like that was like kind of a signal to Flora that you're free. Like you are free now. I'm the one who did it. And maybe Flora is racked with guilt. Like obviously Flora wouldn't have just killed her dad. That would be weird, and burned him on a stake. Like that would be, obviously the butcher would have helped, but I think that's my theory. All right. And so Lee wants it back because now she's alive.
Now she doesn't have to
and may live. I mean, I think has a strong chance of living at this point.
Yeah.
So because now here's my other reason why I think Lee will live is because now she's re-addicted to drugs. Yeah. Her life is going to be horrible. So nobody is going to come out of this happy. No. Like somebody's going to be miserable.
Whoever does come out
is
only one
be
person
racked with guilt and be horrible. Yeah. So that's
okay. Another weird thing, we've never seen the real Flora.
No. That's
only
the other
Flora
thing.
We know.
That's the other thing about that. That's so weird. Yeah. Something else weird about Flora. We don't know what's going on with Flora. Something weird is happening. So
cool. All right. I will accept that theory.
What do you think about it? Do you think? Yeah, I think it's very possible.
It's possible, and I also think it is. I would think she'll reveal it in the next episode when she's on the journey back with who's she with? Audrey.
Audrey, yeah.
I think she'll tell the story then.
Of what really happened?
Yes. Because otherwise we won't see it. Like, we'll never know unless she tells it to someone.
Yes.
So I think she will tell Audrey I think she'll tell Audrey what actually happened.
Okay. Yeah. Either in this episode or the next.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so too. I think you're right.
I think we will find out one way or the other by the end.
And then one of them is going to die after that. So it'll be either Lee or Audrey.
Or both, because we still have Monet and...
Well, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know the fate of Monet and this new guy.
And Dylan.
Dylan, yeah.
So, okay.
Speaking of Audrey, did you notice the cracks around the accent this episode?
Kind of. It was more like when she was like crying or in distress.
Yes, she couldn't keep the accent on. Like it turned into, although she has been so funny this episode.
Audrey?
Yes, she cracked me up.
She's awful.
She's so awful, but it made me laugh how bad, like, she's such an actor.
Yeah,
you know,
she
like
is. I mean, so
we said she's doing skits, and she's
I already
doing skits.
wrote down. This is one of my talking points. So I wrote down 2 quotes specifically that go right.
I bet I have the same ones. Can I guess what they are?
Yes.
Okay, I have... no, that's a different one. I have... I paid good money for these teeth.
Oh, no, I didn't.
That one was funny.
Okay.
And then... I bet I know what they are. I feel like part of me is dead with her.
Perfect.
And then I played her for 6 months. I know her better than myself.
Perfect.
Yeah. She's insane.
Spot on.
She's an idiot.
Oh,
she's so stupid.
Gosh.
But I did like it when she said, I paid good money for these teeth.
Well, then she's like recording her what she thinks is going to be her last footage.
Yeah.
Because she's about to die. And she's like, I just want my fans to know.
So many good roles coming for you.
Brings you back to college theater majors again.
But that's what she is, and she's like, she is the worst part of, the scariest part of this show to me. To have to be trapped in a house with a person like that is.
We were trapped in a dorm with people like that.
I know.
For 4 years,
and I'd rather be chased by the Piggy Man.
Yes,
honestly.
Yes, because at least he's quiet.
And if you're listening, I hope you are.
Yes.
Stop doing your skits.
Yeah. You mean if you're listening in your theater major?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at yourself.
Don't do skits for people who aren't other theater majors. Save that for your...
Just because you see a chair doesn't mean you have to stand on it.
You have to stand on it and give a monologue.
It's
okay?
fine. Leave the chair alone. We know you're a good actor.
Yes.
Okay.
Or not.
Well, maybe.
Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe you're not
Do
a good
more
actor.
skits. Get better. So, let's see. I didn't understand why they can't play back the video. So, there's this dispute between Dominic and them. And Dominic's like, it's on the camera. And they're like, we can't play it back.
They would have to go back to... They would have to go back out in the woods.
No, it was in the bathroom with Shelby killing herself.
Right, but they would have to go back out into the woods to the trailer where Sydney's stuff is to play that back.
I didn't understand why they can't just play back from their phones. Because they're recording from their phones.
But not that footage. That footage would be something that would be going into... Like, that was one of the hidden cameras.
I thought Dominic had his camera out, but...
He has his camera on his necklace. Remember that?
Can't just play that back?
I don't think so. On what? They don't have a TV in there.
His phone. Your phones can play video.
I understand. I didn't see that as a plot hole.
Man,
I think they would have to go. I think they would have to go back to the trailer and try to figure out how to play it from there. And they were just like, we don't believe you, which was crazy because he could have helped them, and he didn't deserve to get slashed to death.
No,
he was actually a good person this episode.
Yeah,
all the way through.
I kind of liked him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I still don't get it, but we are talking about Audrey and
his voice, though. Still,
I told you. Even when he's screaming, it's like still super raspy.
I just wanted my own show.
Yeah,
like it's such a. It's
I
a real,
really hope he.
That's a certified impression of Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, go to the throat doctor, please. All right, Lee and Audrey, only ones. I'll feel really bad if he's had some like illness or something that affected
I don't think
it,
he has,
I just am completely unawares. So.
I don't think so, but still, his voice sounds so throaty. It's strange.
Yeah,
but that's how it was on OJ too. So.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, so we don't know Monet where she is. Last time we saw her, she was getting chased by the two Polk brothers. I assume she's going to get away
from them. I would think.
Yeah, she's not going to come out on top. Also, what's really funny about Monet, we were talking about Angela Bassett during the Roanoke Nightmare phase of this season.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned how you really like seeing Angela Bassett in like a real
now
role.
She's in a full drag
and then
role.
As soon as she becomes like the actress Monet, it's back to like full on Angela Bassett and all the other seasons being way over the top.
Well, I'm gonna do look, it's such a
it was so nice to see her not like
Can
that.
we
but.
Speaking of that character, like Lee as a person, can you believe that the woman who plays the real Lee is listed as a special guest star?
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
She's a lead of this show.
Yeah.
She's the lead in my mind. Like she is. That has to be. Some people were talking about that on Reddit. That has to be for awards.
Yeah, you mentioned that last week too.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Sorry. Okay.
This is what we talked about last week.
Hold on, please.
Yep.
Okay, we're back. We had a laundry-related issue.
Technical issues.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about awards and why she's... That was all.
But
all been covered.
That's so crappy for her. Like, listing her as a special guest star, just on the off chance she might win.
Well, I wonder if they knew how great she was going to be.
Well, she's really good.
She's really good. I don't know if she's in other stuff.
In this episode. She's been in this show every single episode. Like,
but I assume like her contract already stipulates what she'll be credited with before.
I don't know,
and so they can't really change it now. But I don't know. I don't know how that works. But I would assume if she comes back, she will be given bigger, better roles. I don't know.
Who knows?
She's great. I mean, if anything, this is going to launch some things for her.
I think so. I guess she was in True Blood.
I never watched
that show, but I guess she was in that. But she's been amazing. Like she's been so solid this season, and like is honestly the protagonist of the show. Like / maybe antagonist in some ways.
Yeah.
Like if she's actually killing people. But
yeah,
I didn't like what they did to Dominic. That was crappy. Like that was you can't. He's going to die out there. But also, why are they safe in that room? Because ghosts can just appear and disappear.
Yeah, I don't know. And then when they went in the bedroom, they were safe from everything.
Yeah, in the bedroom, they were safe, which I
don't know.
I don't know about that. But
anyway. Okay, so Lee is telling Audrey that they need to go back and get the tape of them killing people, which, of course, is the cover for her, because she's realizing now that the confession is...
Because no judge would convict them for killing them. Because that whole thing is on tape. Yeah. They pulled their teeth. They were torturing him. They were eating her. Like, they can kill those people at that point. Like, it's fine.
It's this whole... it's ridiculous that Audrey even believes that they would be, but she's also, we see, kind of... Anyway.
Yeah, and we also find out about the Polks that they seem to have the police in their back pocket.
Oh,
like they're really they actually are very well connected for being like,
and it's a really good
like water trash or something, like just like terrible people.
And it's a really great way to explain why they can't just go to the police.
Right.
Like in every like movie or show you watch, you're always like, why don't they just go to the police? Why don't they
go
just
to the
call
cops?
Why
just
don't
go to the cops?
Well, they literally can't. And I thought that was a really great way. And the fact that they like waited so long to reveal that, I actually really like that. So
yeah.
Okay, my last thing I have. I didn't have a ton of talking points for this one.
Okay,
great episode.
I thought it was very scary and good. Yeah,
it was really good. Is Dylan at the end the one who played the son of the butcher? Yeah.
Yes.
So
are we thinking he was like contracted to come in the Piggy Man costume to scare them, like by Sydney way back, and was like,
oh yeah, I don't know.
I think so. Like
I thought maybe he was just late, and he just put that on to be funny.
Maybe that's what it was too. And he was just
it's
like,
only been a day, right?
Yeah,
so he's only a day late.
Actually, yes, it only has been like
so
one
in like
day.
the span of how long the show is supposed to go.
Yeah,
he's just a little late. So I think that's all it is. Which means Lady Gaga could still show up.
Oh, I think so. I think it's possible. I hope she does. I miss her.
Even if she shows up and dies, like
just show up and kill her, or show up and she lives.
Get her. She
shows up and just is like, "Hey, y'all, I lived," and walks out.
That's all I have.
What if she's the one who finds all the footage?
Yeah,
like
someone
after
has
the
to.
blood moon, she comes because she can't hear from him. Shows up.
Yeah,
who
is going to find the footage? The police,
I don't know if we're going to figure that out.
The Polks wouldn't.
No, the Polks. The Polks are mostly dead. I would say.
Yeah, it'd have to be someone from the TV.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of skull bashing in this show.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that too.
A lot of skull bash, face smash,
which
is a really tough way to kill somebody. Like
there are some disturbing.
Who's that happened to? Matt, Mama Polk. Did the young Polk also? How did she kill him?
I don't remember.
She like made him pass out, and then she killed him for sure. I remember.
Was it a knife? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't remember.
But I also was under the impression that there's a lot of
skull bashing.
Yeah. Also, the teeth scene was tough to watch.
It didn't bother me, but Allison also was like,
"Oh, really?"
I was like, whatever.
I did not
pull a tooth out.
I did not like it.
I paid good money for these teeth. I like that.
Okay, that's.
Let me think. Okay, so what was I going to say? Shelby. That was a tough scene to watch. She couldn't live with herself anymore because she killed Matt, which who knows? I mean, yeah. I think that makes sense that she killed him.
Yeah,
it was. That makes sense.
It was very sudden. I had to back it up a little bit to watch it again because I did not understand what happened.
It's kind of too bad because I really was hoping she would be the last survivor.
I liked her.
I really liked her. I really found her much more compelling in her real life character than the portrayal of her.
Yeah.
Like I thought she was better as that. So I would have loved to see that. Oh, did you notice that the Polks referred to women as it?
They refer to all their captives.
Everybody as it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Because they're like dehumanizing.
They had all women, so they just dehumanized them completely into...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not because they're women. It's because they're their
Did they say that?
Food.
Like, just, do you think so, though? It was
100%,
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just because, it's livestock to them.
Yeah. We've never seen them eat a man, though, so who knows?
Yeah, we did.
Who did they eat? Oh,
on camera.
Yeah,
they
on
did. Roanoke Nightmare.
They ate Elias. That's right. Also, what was the deal with Elias? Was he real? What was the deal there?
I kind of forgot that happened.
And also Cricket. Both of those things, it's like, that feels like a different universe.
Wasn't Elias in the real...
We saw a footage of him.
Oh, footage.
But it was like...
He's real. Mm-hmm. Must be dead.
He's dead, for sure.
That means Cricket's dead. So we might still see him as a ghost. And Elias as a ghost.
Well, I don't want to.
But we wouldn't.
Well, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that actor.
I don't think so. I don't think we're seeing people coming back as ghosts who died. Like
we saw. Oh no,
that we've seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're just going to see this series of ghosts. We've got the Chens, we've got Piggy Man, we've got Priscilla, we've got the nurses. Those are like the main ghosts, I think, and then obviously the villagers. That one, but also okay. This is a motivation question. I cannot understand. When Audrey and Lee escape from the Polks, why did they go back to the house?
They must be really
scared of the woods? I mean, like,
they must be really out there.
It has to be. Like, but I would still go to the road over that because...
Were they trying to find... Well, they don't care about...
Or steal a vehicle from the Polks. Like, what were they? I just feel like that was not a good move. Like, it doesn't make sense that they would go back there.
Yeah, I didn't know if they're going back for people, but they don't really care about.
And even if they do, wouldn't it be smarter? They can't save the people from ghosts. Like, they got to get reinforcement or go back with the car, get them in there. Something. It was weird. I was like, I don't know about this, but.
Well, did they use the tunnel or did they go?
They use the tunnel, I think.
That's another reason. Is because they know the tunnel's safe.
But it's not because it's full of the chins. They don't.
They don't know that.
It's not, no. And it's got that other ghost that...
Yeah, he's good,
Edward Mott.
We've been told he's good.
Remember he roared at them the last time?
Yeah, but I think he was still...
okay.
Also, if you think about it, if you're in the middle of the woods and you're unfamiliar with that territory...
Yeah, I guess.
At least the tunnel is familiar.
Yeah.
Which is probably less terrifying than the woods.
I think I would have killed all the Polks.
They did. The ones that they
could get to. There are 2 more they can get. And I would have used their phone and, like, done something. Like, get us out of here. We need to get out. Like, we're stuck. We can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. So it really did rain. It does rain teeth.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
Yeah.
And they make teeth necklaces and ear necklaces out of stuff. Yeah. For what was he was saying with their Christmas gifts are you get one ear, one pickled ear, and like it was so gross.
Yeah.
And a jar of teeth.
I did like how the Polks like had seen Roanoke Nightmare.
Yes.
But couldn't
I wrote down a quote from it. They couldn't distinguish.
Couldn't distinguish it between
real people. But I wrote down a quote. She's like, "You've seen the show," and he's like, "We're part of the United States. We get TV."
Yeah, I like that.
That's funny. I like that.
Yeah.
And I'm using that silly yokel voice just to disperse some of the tension because I found them incredibly disturbing.
Skits.
I'm doing a
live
skit
on air.
This is
a pro skit
live,
and you're on
live.
A chair.
This is a podcast.
Oh yeah, live on podcast.
Live on podcast. Live to tape.
live radio.
To tape. Also, how did Shelby survive a chandelier falling on her? I just would love to know.
It landed on her leg, I think.
That was crazy. I think if that happened to me, I'd just be like, whatever. I'm done. I give up.
Well, she kind of was.
She did.
She went up
immediately afterwards. Yeah. We've got Lee relapsing on drug use, which could be interesting. I think we kind of mentioned that could be like her tragic downfall at the end, but I think like
it's gonna it has to come back.
It's gonna be problematic for her. Yeah. So the other thing I was gonna ask, like, I feel like there's gonna be another twist. What do you think? We've got 2 episodes. We can't do this for 2 more episodes.
I think we can. I think they will because the next episode will be one more like this where a couple more people die.
The next episode appears to be in daylight.
Okay, Monet has to escape or not. Dylan has to find out what's going on, all this stuff, and then the finale, everything has to wrap up. So I honestly don't know. I can't.
Do you think? Okay, this is an honest question.
Okay,
and I'm just saying this. Do we think this is real?
Yes.
You think it's real for sure? There's no chance that we're gonna pull the rug out and it's fake again.
No, because if they do that, this whole season is moot.
Yes.
And you can never go back and rewatch it for enjoyment.
I know. I agree. I hope
don't
they
think
don't
that's
do
at
that.
all going to be the case.
Okay, good.
I think this is all 100% live footage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Otherwise, none of this works.
I hope so. For our sake, I hope it's all real. But I do want some kind of twist in the last episode. Something more would be great in that last episode. This is great. I'm enjoying it. It's scary, but I don't know that I don't know that I'm going to love 2 more episodes of all of this because wrapping it up is somebody getting out and driving away.
Yeah.
And so we've only got 3 people, maybe, well, I guess now with the addition of a new guy, we've 4 people alive, and we know 3 of them are going to die, and we're averaging 2 to 3 people per episode. So
the finale could just be that one person.
Just getting out, trying to run. Yeah. I don't know that I would want to watch that the whole time, though. I don't know.
I don't think there'll be a huge... There might be a huge twist with Flora.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could see. But I don't know.
It better not be fake, is all I'm saying.
Yep.
Like, if it's fake, I'm going to be so mad.
Oh, yeah, it won't. I don't know.
You don't think so?
No. Those days of Murphy are gone. He wouldn't do that to us now. Maybe season 2, 3, he would have thought that was great, but...
What if an alien shows up?
I'd be done.
Okay.
At least there'd be a connection between this and Asylum. That'd be...
Yeah.
No.
What if they do try to pull some connection here in the last couple episodes? Like... Because I feel like they shot stuff at Murder House. I feel like I read that somewhere. But I don't know what they possibly could shoot at Murder House. Like, what? How could they connect this? It makes no sense.
We've already talked about the connection with the Pig Man.
But
that might be it.
That wouldn't be, like, how would they film? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think there's any filming from Murder House. I don't know how they would do that.
Well, I heard that the show filmed at Murder House.
Are you sure you're not thinking about season? Hotel when Lady Gaga showed up?
I'm sure it's this one.
All right, well, we'll see.
So I don't know. We'll see. I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was something else. Who knows?
I don't know. No, I don't think we're in for anything crazy. I think we're just going to ride this out for 2 episodes, and it'll be...
I want to see the witch again.
Yeah, she'll be involved.
I want her to come back. I like her.
Yeah, I think the next couple episodes will have more of the witch and the butcher.
Okay.
Since they were so huge in Roanoke Nightmare, and have kind of been not in this.
And now this is all about the house ghosts, really.
Yeah, so far.
Okay, so I do want to talk about some things that Ryan Murphy has said.
Okay.
He needs to not say anything.
Yeah.
Like, if he's going to do a surprise season and, like, a secret season.
Like, I don't even know if I want to hear these.
This is about a future season.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's not about this season at all.
Okay, great.
No. He has said he's going to do another season, not next season, but some season in the future, probably season 8. That's going to revisit.
He's very confident that he's going to keep getting seasons.
Well, I'm sure it's been renewed out to how long he wants. I know it's renewed out to season 7, and I'm sure he could. It'll be. This is getting great ratings. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Now, he has said he wants to do a season, and you're not going to like this.
Okay.
I'm just warning you, because I didn't like it.
2?
Kind of. So he's going to do a season that revisits Murder House and draws connections to Coven. And it's going to deal, like, it's going to focus more in on this witch. Is going to be featured, like, because, or at least the mythology of this witch that we know is going to be included somewhere.
The witch from this season?
Yeah.
Okay. Will be, all right.
Because she is, remember he said, she is the original Supreme.
Oh, that's
She's who brought magic to the United States. So there will be something that connects Murder House and Coven and Skircheth.
Okay.
So I don't know.
At least it's not next season.
At least
we'll
not
get a
next
break
season.
from it before we get that.
I don't know.
Next season could be Colts, and
I'll be so happy.
Then it'll be refreshing to revisit Murder
like
House
a Jonestown type thing. Ugh. But HBO's doing that, and I can't wait.
Jonestown?
They're doing a Jonestown dramatized adult series. I can't wait.
Is it supposed to be like based on fact or just?
I think so.
Okay.
Vague. I think it's like a dramatized. Like it's the same. Like it's a drama set amongst that tragedy, and it's. I think Vince Gilligan is writing it, who did Breaking Bad, which I am all about.
All right.
When that comes out, we're doing that show. I don't care. Sure. Like that is.
Unless we're in the middle of Twin Peaks,
then we're all Twin Peaks. I am fascinated by Jonestown. I find it to be horrifying and scary, but also so compelling to hear about. So,
yeah, all right.
It's one of my weird things that I like.
He'll get there. So. Murphy will get there.
So Skircheth, and the rest of them. Also, did you see it? Did you watch the preview for next week?
No.
So it looks like it's happening mostly during daylight, and we're gonna get some. There's going to be an additional Blair Witch aspect of some like campers or hikers who find something. They start to find stuff. Like we see some people starting to find what's going on, basically.
Oh, the footage.
Yeah. And so they maybe are finding the footage, I guess. That could be.
Okay.
But it looks like Taysa, is that how you say her name? Farmiga.
Oh, okay.
She is one of them. Although it was like a flash, you saw her, but it
Okay.
appears to be her. Some super sleuths on the internet were able to freeze that one frame, and it looks like her. So
All right.
we'll see.
Yeah.
They can.
Yeah.
People on the
The internet is
don't
crazy.
Don't mess with them.
No.
They'll get you.
Yeah.
They'll find it.
Yeah.
So. All right. I think that's all I got.
Okay.
Poor Dominic. Body count this week. Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Dominic. R.I.P. Last season we were counting butts.
2 polks.
2 polks. Yeah.
And
I'm not,
maybe Monet, but
I'm not.
not
Yeah, we
officially.
don't know Monet. I'm not counting villains in the.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like they don't count. Of course, they have to die. So, last season we counted male butts. This season we're counting deaths
And face smashes.
and face smashes. You know what? Which do you expect to get in a horror show? Male butts or face smashes / deaths?
A little bit of both.
Probably a little bit of both. If it's
Hopefully
good.
a little bit of both.
If it's good, both.
At the same time.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
remember how nobody could die last season? That was infuriating.
Oh, yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
was this season at least. If somebody dies, they're
dead.
They're dead. Remember how they couldn't die the last season, or in season 3, or in
Yep.
season 1?
Yep.
Like that was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2, they died and they died. And
Yeah.
4, they also died and then they were dead.
A lot of people died in season 4.
Like 45 people.
Like in one scene.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Which
but
sucks.
That was
not
that was the
fair.
worst scene. Like
It was scary. Like anytime you see that, actually some of that like gun stuff is the scariest to me. Like
how quick it is.
Yeah, the season 1, the school shooting was like a horrifying thing to watch. And then
Wait. Okay.
when Tate goes and shoots up the school.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That was a really scary
Sorry, I was
season.
thinking season 5, the vampires.
No, that didn't.
That wasn't good.
I don't care about that.
Sorry, that's where I went when you said
that
school.
was funny.
Yeah, that was
like,
weird.
But the school shooting in season 1 was scary, and then that scene in season 4 where Dandy is just shooting people is hard to watch. Those are horrifying scenes. So I don't like that.
All right.
Okay,
Is that a show?
Yeah, I think that's a show.
We'll have chapter 9 next week, and then one more after that.
Yep.
Go for it.
So after that, we're going to do, we finally decided, after much deliberation, we're going to do the 3rd season of Black Mirror. There's 6 episodes, so we'll do those for 6 weeks. I've already seen them. Seth hasn't. So it'll be interesting to have, like, that new, like, big reveal. And then also somebody who's seen it and then is going back and paying attention to details. So I think that'll be good.
I think it'll be good. If you're not aware, we have done the first 2 seasons of Black Mirror plus the Christmas
White
special,
Christmas, which I think now is listed in season 2 on Netflix.
Okay, that's
so
probably
when
good.
if you're looking on Netflix. So Black Mirror season 3 is exclusively available on Netflix. So you got to get your Netflix going. And
if you want to go back and listen to our Black Mirror episodes, you can find them on Libsyn, Stitcher, iTunes, of course, is always great because that helps us. And then
our website, too.
If you go to our website, theparlorpodcast.com, all of our previous episodes are on there, including our emails and our other projects and stuff.
Yep. And when we do those episodes for Black Mirror, if you haven't listened to those episodes, we focus a lot on the like broad themes that those episodes explore because they all kind of, each one is different. So it's not a serialized show. Each episode is it's its own thing, and they're very different in their scope and what they do. So I'm excited to talk about
they're just self-contained units.
And this season, when we start watching, I want you to pay attention to the genre each episode. So I think that's interesting.
So that should start in 3 weeks from today.
3 weeks we'll be on Black Mirror.
Yeah.
So
end of November, basically.
Yeah.
Beginning of December. So we'll keep you updated.
Thanksgiving time. Well, there might be some week breaks for us, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
We'll see. We haven't figured out that plan yet.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll get it figured out.
If you want to email us do we have parlor mail, by the way?
Not that I saw.
That's
but
okay.
let me just double check.
While
you
if you'd like to send us parlor mail, your thoughts on the show, your theories, predictions, maybe corrections for us, go ahead and email us at theparlorpodcast@gmail.com, or you can send us a quick tweet at theparlorpod. You can find both of those email or a contact form on our website, theparlorpodcast.com.
And if you want to follow us on Twitter, did you already say that?
At the Parlor Pod.
At the Parlor Pod. Did you already say all this stuff and I wasn't paying attention?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're searching.
Yeah, we don't have. It doesn't look like we have parlor mail.
And of course, iTunes ratings are huge, and that's that.
We really do, and we're getting more listeners, and I'm really happy to see that. So if you guys are telling your friends, or you're new to it, if you're new, welcome. Like, we hope you're enjoying it. But it really, really, really helps us move up in the iTunes charts and become more visible if you give us a rating or a review, and if you subscribe. That's like key, is the subscriptions. That's iTunes has their own algorithms about things, and it's confusing. So that'd be helpful.
I don't always talk about my channel, but
give a plug. You've got a lot of stuff happening.
So youtube.com/Moose2006LP. The LP is important. Moose2006LP. Just hit 10,000 subscribers.
Nice.
So if you are a fan of Farming Simulator, I do a few other games, but mostly that. So yeah, it was an exciting week for him.
And if you're
for my channel,
and sometimes you plug us on that channel, right? So if you are,
I put I try to get all recent episodes up as soon as possible.
If you are found from there, welcome. Like, we're excited to have you here with us, and hope you're enjoying the show. So
this is a good podcast to listen to while you're playing Farming Simulator.
Actually, yes,
it is.
Yeah, great. Okay. We will
see you next week with Chapter 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
All right. Bye.